Hey, it's Tracy here from Music Nation. I'm with the lovely Earl from Sherpa. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you, Tracy.
Good, thanks for meeting up with us and have a little chat over tea.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm really enjoying my tea.
Excellent, excellent. So, you've just released your new single, Love Film.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about it.
Well, that particular song, I wrote it as an exercise at university. I studied songwriting, or pop music, they say, and it was just part of the exercise process. They said wrote a song about something. I can't remember what exactly, but I was studying film at the time as well. I was doing conjoint, so I guess it's a combination of what I was studying. Like it's a song about filming someone, but maybe there's a double entendre there as well if you want to get into that.
So you've also got a new album out, which is Blues and Oranges. You're just releasing it next week.
Yes, next Friday.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. How long? And so you guys been writing this for how long?
Well, it was I guess written over a period after List Flamingo, so 2012. It's 2014 now, isn't it? So I guess written. I don't really know, because for me the writing process and other guys, it's a continual process where you just kind of never stop, because it's something that we're addicted to. You know?
Yeah.
We're all addicted to writing music. And so I couldn't really tell you when it started and when it ended, but we definitely haven't been writing it for a long time. We finished it about over a year ago.
Awesome.
So it just takes a little while for the cogs to like
Tweaking.
tweaking and also like deliberating whether it's good enough or all those kind of things.
Yeah. You're releasing the album next week. You're also going on tour throughout New Zealand. Where are you going to?
Yeah, we got to get. So next Friday is the tour starts off in Auckland, and then the week after we go to Wellington and Palmerston North. The week after that we go to the South Island, Christchurch and Dunedin, and so we're going to be playing for the people.
That's the point. So any overseas travel possibly?
Well, I'm actually heading off overseas on the 1st of June to see my girlfriend in Amsterdam, and also act as like somewhat of a quasi manager of the band to promote.
Get yourself out there a little bit.
Yeah, cool. Whether it is just knocking on people's doors or just I don't really know how, but I'm optimistic. But I think if the opportunity presents itself, the band are happy to pack their bags, hopefully.
Yeah.
If not, I don't know. Whatever.
Is your girlfriend, she's a musician or?
She's a painter. She's studying fine arts.
Ah, cool.
So
Cool.
it seems like that's where the good education is, the European art.
Cool.
Blah, blah, blah.
You paint as well?
No, I don't paint. I'm interested in that whole world, though. It's very, especially if you are mixing together, the what do you call it? The act of painting and the ideas behind it, and then you try to put it embed it into your music.
Yep.
I think it's a very creative way of looking at things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fusing.
So how long have you guys been together?
I think about 7 years roughly. We started in high school just as a way to enter RockQuest, really. It wasn't like a magical meeting or somehow. I think there was like a small group of musicians in our high school, as there always are, and usually there are more the outsiders or something, more like the people who don't play sports or something. So we all just kind of culminated in the music room, and everyone knew each other. And I was in another band, and they weren't very serious or something, so I just got on the people who were serious, and we just started doing it.
So where did the name Sherpa come from?
It's funnily enough, it wasn't anything to do with the mountain helpers, the climbing dudes, or anyway.
Yeah.
It was actually like a drunken night. I wasn't even involved. It was the drummer and the bassist at the time. They were, in their teenage drunken years, and just they really got off on that they found these funny looking cars, and one was a deli boy. If you've heard of deli boy, it's a big kind of van thing, and then. Suddenly the drummer became the deli boy, that was his nickname, and then the weekend after, in a similar situation, they found this other odd-looking car, and it's like an ice cream van kind of thing. It's called the Sherpa, and then the bassist got that nickname, and then I found that quite hilarious, and I thought the Sherpa was like quite a good name, just like on paper, it looked quite nice for me. And then we just entered, I think we did it on the day of going to the regional finals, so it was very last minute.
Yeah.
And then that's how it became, and it stuck.
That was it?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. There you go. So you recorded the album at Roundhead Studios. How was that experience?
Yeah, actually, we just did a day there because couldn't afford to do any more than one day. but we realized, because our producer Cody Nielsen, he said he had a lot of great gear. So we just, the day after Roundhead, we just set up in our own studio or our own rehearsal room in Newmarket, and then just started going out at ourselves. And it's really, I think it's quite awesome if you can do it yourself, because the clock ticking inside the studio is very, it's not very good for the creative process, I think. And, especially if you're short on money. And we found it far easier and better. We could do extremely long hours and not be too worried about, the time or money. And then,
I think a lot of bands are doing that these days, though.
Yeah, because the thing is, you can achieve very similar sounds to the Roundhead if you know what you're doing. And Cody, obviously, we fully trusted him to do that. And I think you can't really tell the difference between Roundhead and track and Love Film and the other tracks. I think, but maybe you can.
So do you have any band or artist that inspires you? Apart from Pink Floyd, sort of.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Beatles. Their whole career trajectory and arc has been inspiring. I just think it's like one of the greatest stories they've written, their whole life, just from where they began and ended over that 10-year period. So I think Beatles been a huge influence. I've been reading up on their their books. Like they got a book on every day they were at Abbey Road. Like they have a documentation of each day. So now I know each day what they did in the studio.
You keeping a diary? You keep a diary instead of your
diary?
experience?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's good to get your thoughts down, especially if you're having a hard time with I don't know, if you're getting down on something. It can be a very therapeutic thing to
where your inspiration comes from too.
Yeah, especially, and the thing is, you always have odd sayings or ideas or anecdotes that you want to put down, and a lot of the time it's not very good. But then if you never know, the one in 100 is going to be all right, and that can spark off,
many more.
Yeah.
So where do you guys aspire to be in the next few years?
I guess it's any goal of a musician is to try and make a living off it. Everyone's getting tired of the repetition of a full-time job.
Groundhog Day, yeah.
I was selling insurance for the past year and a half-ish, and it was very good and bad actually. It taught me huge lessons. I knew a lot about. I got to know a lot about insurance, of course, but also just doing something that you're not very interested in and going there every day and doing those long hours makes you realize how hard you have to work for your creative life. Do you practice guitar for 8 hours a day? No, I never did that. But now I know that I could, because I enjoy playing guitar and I enjoy songwriting. So instead of going to the office and doing a job you don't like, you can actually go and do something you do like for a long period of time. And you've got to put those hours in.
You do. Yeah. So what is the highlight for the band so far? What's the biggest
I guess
point?
one thing was definitely Laneway, because it was our first kind of festival slot that we played. Although it's Auckland, it wasn't overseas anything, but it was really we felt very lucky to be involved. But the best thing about those festivals is that a lot of my heroes were there. One of my favorite bands are the Horrors, and they played that time, and just talking with them after and how friendly they were and just happy to just chat with a fan, because they're just backstage or something. So it was one of the best days of my life, just being able to play and then get all this, and then all the free stuff you get. It was like Levi's or something, and they were giving us free jeans, and I don't know, the perks of playing festival I think are quite high.
Absolutely.
So hopefully we can get more of that in action.
So you had any crazy fans so far? Anyone sort of
crazy fans? We got a really great fan of this guy. He really likes it. It's one of the first time we've had guys who singing along and knowing the lyrics, and then wanting signatures and stuff. Yeah, but I mean, nothing too crazy.
Nothing stalkerish yet.
No. I don't think.
So who would be your ultimate to front for, ultimate band to front for?
Oh, okay. At the moment, well, we're all very heavily into Tame Impala. So I mean that would be really awesome because or even Pond, who are the sister band. Those guys I think we're really big fans of, and they seem like very down to earth, awesome guys who are really passionate about the whole art form of recording and psychedelia. I mean, anyone who's in any psychedelic band at the moment, I know Mortal Orchestra, and then there's, like I said, the Horrors. There's a band called Temples. I think they're all on this new wave of people who are very interested in taking psychedelia forward. So to play with them and also talk and discuss the whole creative process would be very awesome. Yeah.
So you guys on Facebook, you got a website. Where can we find or listen to your music or buy your music even? Buy the album?
I think it's more best fruitful for the artists through Bandcamp. So you can buy the physical copies of the album there by ordering it, and we can deliver it.
And
Hand deliver it.
That's perfect with the guitar.
Yeah.
Hi. And you're on YouTube and you're
Yes.
obviously your website.
Yes, sherpaband.com is the website.
Cool.
We need to just update the domain name for that, so that'll be back up very shortly.
Awesome.
But yeah, Facebook. You can find us on Facebook, Sherpa, very easily.
Great. So your album's out next Friday. Mm-hmm. Good luck with the tour.
Thank you very much.
And look forward to seeing you guys. So next, and you've got a concert next week. So next Friday.
Next Friday at Cassette, May 16th. You can buy tickets on Under the Radar. You can buy tickets to all our shows on there.
Awesome.
And yeah, come along.
Well, good luck with the future, and we'll hope to catch up and talk again over
Yeah,
tea.
definitely.
Awesome.
That'd be awesome. Cool.
Awesome. Oh, it's Tracy here from Music Nation. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.